Jordan Peele's Nope is a film filled with mystery. It has fascinated audiences and critics and doesn't contain any easy answers. It's a film that bucks expectations, whether it's the fake out of typical big-headed, big-eyed aliens actually being little kids dressed in costumes, or the UFO itself actually being a living creature that feeds on humans like a shark. Nope challenges the audience to look past their cinematic biases to find something deeper. Well, one of the deepest central mysteries of the film is the impossible shoe, belonging to one of the cast members who is savaged by the monkey Gordy, the central character on the fictional sitcom called Gordy's Home. No one can seem to explain this shoe, which, quite impossibly, stands upright on its own, as if being held in place by an unflinching, invisible hand. The shoe plays no part in the actual plot, other than being a souvenir Ricky keeps in his secret museum of Gordy's Home memorabilia. The shoe itself is never mentioned by anyone and is only featured in 2 scenes, and never really dwelled on by the camera. And yet, possibly more than any other element in the film, it stands out. Even more than the mysterious UFO, it's something that defies all logic. Is there anything more innocuous than a shoe? As Morgan Freeman said in The Shawshank Redemption,
I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
There are a few notable online theories as to the purpose of this seemingly inconsequential moment in the film. Some have theorized that the moment is simply a false memory from the perspective of Ricky, as we are seeing the shoe from his point of view. Some think it is being controlled by aliens, with those same aliens causing Gordy to go on a rampage. Some say it is an example of a bad miracle that O.J. spoke about with regard to the mysterious object in the sky. While any of these are possible, they still don't really offer a satisfying explanation to me. The memory idea seems thin at best, because even if it's something that Ricky is misremembering, why the shoe? Why something so specifically impossible? When people misremember things, it's usually the color of the dress someone was wearing, or the number of people in a room, or the number of times a gun went off. It's never something just hovering impossibly off the ground. Also, the aliens controlling it idea makes little sense, since there are no traditional aliens in the movie, and the UFO beast doesn't seem to possess that kind of ability. Like a shark, it is portrayed as simply an eating machine. The bad miracle theory makes the most sense, but I don't know if Peele's reasoning for putting the shoe there could be explained away so simply and so easily. In order to understand the shoe, we have to understand the context in which the moment is taking place. The Gordy's Home set has just been turned into a violent nightmare. It is something the cameras in the studio would never be allowed to capture, and yet, right there in the middle of the chaos, is the one thing anyone would want to have a record of. And this impossible miracle only happened because a monkey went on a violent, bloody rampage. The set is a horrific, gruesome, stomach-churning sight, and yet there is this wonderful, impossible miracle happening amidst the madness. It's as if Peele is saying that the time we most want to look away is exactly when we should be paying the most attention. But paying attention to what? And what do we want to look away from? Let's go deeper. There is something else in the film that does not operate under the natural laws of physics. The lone cloud above the Haywood Ranch that doesn't move. It is this cloud, which should be moving like all the rest, but isn't, that is hiding the creature of the sky that has been terrorizing the farm. One of the central premises of the film is the idea that the Haywood family wants to capture this impossible beast on camera. The Oprah shot, as they call it, to gain the recognition that would save them from financial ruin. But like Peele is asking us to look deeper with regard to the shoe, we should look deeper past this surface-level narrative theme. Specifically, the idea of blacks and other minorities often playing major parts in historical American events, but getting little to no credit for it, like the black jockey on the horse in one of the first examples of a motion picture, like the building of the foundation of Western society itself, towns, railroads, agriculture. The atrocities of slavery and Jim Crow seem to be the sins America doesn't want to look at because of their horrific nature. But it's in these historical events that these important moments are hidden, like the creature in the unmoving cloud or the lone shoe that defies gravity. Even deeper still, Ricky represents the tragic legacy of these atrocities and the inability to learn from mistakes of the past. The beast itself could be seen as representative of this American collective that is so eager to ignore the past. Like Ricky ignores the past exploitation of the monkey Gordy and continues that exploitation of another wild beast and pays dearly for it. Once the beast consumes and destroys the camera equipment that was being used to try and capture a record of it, only then does it transform and reveal itself to be more than just a mindless hunter. It has a face, an anthropomorphized representation of more than just a creature. It is the face of the American collective that Peele seems eager to showcase in metaphorical terms. This American collective that hides in plain sight, like in the cloud, and consumes anyone that dare challenge it by unflinchingly looking it in the eyes. So it seems that The Impossible Shoe is the starting point for understanding the deeper themes and mysteries of Nope. Like Get Out and Us, this is genre cinema done right, allowing deep, heavy themes to be subtly weaved into the fabric of the narrative without preaching, allowing the audience to discover it for themselves, but hiding in plain sight for anyone with the wherewithal to look a little deeper. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button, as I'll be posting more content in the future. Thanks for watching.